if you don't want them.
Are you ready?
Sure.
What are we doing today? So, I was about to craft iron on our server, because our new poppy farm is quite fast, and we had a typical 1 input 16 output, one of these things, hooked up to a chest, which would distribute the items into a massive storage, and we were going to use Shulker Box Loaders, link in the description, to fill in the Shulker boxes into the chests. But I had this idea to skip the entire process. So that's what these are. You take a shulker box, and then by hand you would fill in all of the iron that you just crafted, and then it was full, it would just shoot it into an item stream, and then instead of filling the chests with full of iron and shulker boxes, you would just fill up the shulker box yourself, and then it'd fill up the shulker boxes. Which is a little hard to explain. So like if I just zoom in, you'll see that we would have a wall of chests behind these designs, and then those chests would be full of shulker boxes, full of iron. But you could remove all of that wiring by just doing it here. So that's what we've done. I came up with this, where it would dispense the shulker box. You would, shift double click the iron you just crafted, and then it would shoot that into storage. And then he came up with a design which is mostly similar. If you want to demonstrate it, go ahead.
Sure.
You
Also,
have iron?
yeah.
He has iron. Yeah, and then when it's full, it does the same thing. But I saw that and was like, huh, far too big. So I came up with the one on the right first. So I had the idea to power it with an observer, and then that does just the same thing. When it's full, it pushes over. But you notice that trend right there. It just did it. It pops the item up. So this configuration is fine. That'll work 99%. But then Unobtanium actually showed me with this design here that the shulker boxes were smart. I didn't know that they could actually like face down like that. That I learned that like 20 minutes ago. So this is what I came up with here. It will shoot the shulker box facing down, so then you can just open it up. If I do it right. Oh, you know what? There's a solid block here. I'll have to mess with that. And then you can just fill in your items and it'll go into here. And that's it for those main wall designs. I'm going to have to figure this one out. I didn't know that it would prioritize that block. But if I grab a redstone block, it should... I don't know why it's doing that. I'll figure it out. That was working earlier.
Yep.
And then up here we came with some flush with the floor designs, but they work the same as the others, and they have the similar problem with they pop up, so it's not always going to go into there like it should. That would be awesome. Like, you'd be crafting iron, doing your thing, and then you just put them right in the floor. And that would be super convenient if it was reliable, but I might still do that, just I'll have to figure something out. So, yeah. Oh yeah, he just did it. I think it's because I put a slab. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So now if they open down, you're going to have to access it as a player, and then let's just do that.
yeah, they place upside down.
I don't know why it's doing that, honestly.
Yeah, they are full.
Did it just make a clock with itself? Oh, it did, yeah. Yeah, it's fine, but let's cover the wiring, actually, because I'm not going to do a world download, and it's not really necessary. Simply put, most of these designs are the exact same. So behind the shulker box is a block with a comparator. It's snuck in there, and then that just powers a 2-tick repeater for the piston, and that's pretty much universal with all of these. Like this design here, that's all of the wiring. The redstone block makes it so the comparator only turns on when the shulker box is full. 2-tick repeater for the piston, which moves the observer, which powers the dispenser. That's all of the wiring. I don't even think a tutorial is necessary. But I found Unobtanium because he went ahead and made a video about some shulker box system that was gigantic. and that impressed me. Because while the design was definitely holding room for improvement, the idea was pretty cool. So there will definitely be a link to that and his channel in the description.
Thank you.
Yeah, as well as a link to that, and that, and what else can I show? Not that yet, that video is not done. But this should replace a lot of the lag on our server, because we won't need these distribution systems anymore. So no more minecarts, no more extra hoppers, no more gigantic redstone, even though you should use those for mob farms. That's definitely better, but for crafting and such, I think this is the way to go. I think that's it for me. Thanks for watching.